Again?
Go ahead, sound engineer.
Okay. Here we go. Yes, okay. Once again, we're live again. And first and foremost, I'm going to tell you about No Accordion. No Accordion is a music project, and we're celebrating diversity by amplifying extraordinary voices to form a deeper understanding and connection that promotes equal opportunity for all, transforming fear, anxiety, anger, and hatred into love, compassion, creativity, and sensitivity. Okay, just give me a moment. I'm going to check something. Thank you. This is the live thing.
Love your mission statement.
Thank you. So yes, I just got to make sure we're connected to the Wi-Fi. So now it looks like we definitely are.
I'll just bounce on my ball.
You just bounce on your ball. Okay, it looks like we're going live. So yes, here we are. We're going to bounce on our ball first, just a little, because I haven't had a guest on this little Friday Night Live yet. So this is my first guest, and it'll just make us like relax a little bit if we bounce. Oh yes, okay, that feels much more relaxed.
The nervous system.
Yeah, and there's one other thing I need to do now because we're just in the middle of all this. There we go. Okay, so now we're live on Instagram. Oh, and I'm kind of tucked over here. We got all these different devices.
Yes, lots of different devices.
So anyways, first and foremost, we're bringing Deidra on here as a guest because Deidra is actually a creative director, and she wears many, many hats. She's a makeup artist, she's a hair stylist, she does wardrobe, she's done set design, she's done all those different things with me on quite a few different projects. Is there anything I left out on that? How else would you describe yourself?
I think that pretty much describes what I've done since I've been a creative director for No Accordion. So, and it's been fun. I mean, it keeps my life interesting, and you didn't leave out anything, so thank you.
Okay, so today we're bringing you here today because you've worked with me, and you work under guise of something called clean beauty. So I wanted you to explain a little bit what you mean by clean beauty.
Okay, so I make it a point to use clean beauty products, especially on you. Ona has extremely sensitive skin, so makes my life easier when I know that I'm putting things on her skin that's not going to cause her to react. And I'm an advocate for clean beauty. I think the consumers are really wising up, and they're realizing the value of using good product that is high performing and then good for the planet and good for your skin. So yes.
So what would be some of the main characteristics of clean beauty? Like what would define clean beauty?
Okay, cruelty-free means they do not test on animals or use any animal byproducts, free of chemicals, free of harsh perfumes, dyes, petrochemicals, and mineral oil. And a lot of the ingredients are derived from Mother Earth, plant-based, and GMO-free. And so not only will it make you look good, it's good for your skin, good for the planet.
Okay, good. So we're going to go in a little bit more about techniques and products. And while we do that, I'm going to switch over to a slideshow here. And then Instagram, we're going to have to kind of, I don't know how well Instagram's going to look. We see the same thing, we'll do it with your Instagram.
Exactly. And this is my first Instagram live. Oh, this is so awesome. Oh my God. Hello, all my followers.
Oh my gosh.
This is we're making history here. So we are celebrating spring, and we are celebrating my first live video.
And Instagram really gets some funkiness.
Exactly.
So sorry.
And she is a sound engineer and real techie girl. So she is in her home studio and just setting everything up to make sure everything runs beautifully. So she's good at multitasking. So
what we're going to do is show you a slideshow.
Yes, it's beautiful. And it's going to show all the projects that we worked on together. And it's a nice little journey. It's been a year, so I think we've worked on.
Okay, so here we go. Now
four projects together.
Oh, right. So you get to see that a little bit in the background. And then, so right now we're looking at some of the different products. So I thought you would maybe talk to us a little bit about my look today. I'm going to switch back for a second. So you can see you spent, about half an hour
Yes.
Picking me up?
Yes. So the look that I wanted to go with is a beautiful, fresh spring look. I decided to do the half up, half down look on you, and I did it on myself. And I worked with bronzy tones and pink tones. So the springtime, a lot of beautiful pinky tones are really popular, and bronzer becomes really popular. So I warmed up your skin, and I worked with two different bronzers, one from Bare Minerals.
Let me switch over so we can see the other.
Yes.
There you go.
Beautiful. Yes. So the bronzer that I worked on was, there is a beautiful bronzer by Bare Minerals. It has a terracotta look. And I also worked with the bronzer that is in a palette by a clean beauty brand. And I used that bronzer as an eyeshadow on you. And then we have the Burt's Bees lip gloss, that pinky kind of neutral lipstick. And then the eyeshadow palette, Agora, that is a really beautiful palette. I used the light color on your lid. And then the blue color, I just smudged that around your eyes to give you a little punch of color. So my favorite, the Brightening Powder by Well People, is so beautiful. It's sheer and it doesn't add a lot of coverage. It's not heavy, in other words. And then the Stick Foundation by Well People, I put that around your eyes. And then also the Well People black eyeliner. It's kind of like a felt tip pen. I put it on really light, close to the lash line. And then I smudged it out. And as you can tell.
Okay, let's just really quickly, for a quick second, go back.
All right.
To me, I mean,
So,
but
yes.
the other one, you can't really see that much, but maybe just point it out a little bit.
All right. So
Very
I put
quickly.
a black liner on and I smudge it out with an eyeshadow.
Okay,
Glossy
cool.
lip. You look great.
Excellent. So now
kept
we're
it
going to
simple.
flip back and we're going to actually look at some of the collabs that we've done together.
Yes.
So we're kind of going to go in a chronological order. So this one here is our first one.
Yes.
So you want to talk about that?
Yes. This was a show before the pandemic, and the theme was a space theme. So I made Ona into a space goddess. I dressed her in all silver. She had silver tennis shoes, a silver beautiful headband, smoky eyes, lots of navy colors, and yeah, she looked great.
Okay, so I'm going to switch it to the next one, which is actually just a tiny little clip of the actual performance.
Yes.
There we go. And
Ona.
one more look here. And you could see that theme, that space theme, ran through
Yes.
also my other performers. They're dressed in silver.
And I
blue.
love the silver corset belt. I put a beautiful silver corset belt. The previous image, the accordion was covering it up. So this was a good look for her. She works a good space goddess. So that's the first time I worked with her.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the second time.
All right. Facebook Live. The pandemic was in full-blown pandemic time. And we managed to collaborate, stay creative, and so this was a live show. I dressed her in just a really beautiful silver shirt dress, statement necklace, and I did the half up, half down look. This is such a beautiful look, and the eyeliner is really smudged. Everything else is real bronzy, and then a pink lip. I mean, doesn't she look beautiful? That's a good
another one that was just
same night. Yes, I think after you. That was right after you performed.
right
so-
after I performed.
Yes,
Cool.
that was in the yoga room on the property.
Excellent.
So yes.
And here's the next look.
So this is the second live, Facebook Live that we did during the pandemic. And so this is a really flattering dress with, what is that called? Army print. Beautiful camouflage army print. And it's really flattering on her. And then I gave her smoky green eyes. All clean beauty as usual. And this is an outdoor space that we created on the top floor of the top deck of the house. And it ended up being really a beautiful lounge space. And I had her pose there. And she looks kind of like a cave girl. It's kind of going for the G.I. Jane
Right,
sexy
here, let's
look.
see the next
And
one.
look at her performing. Gorgeous. Gave her a Farrah Fawcett, more like Jacqueline Smith, Charlie's Angel style with her hair. And yeah, she's showing lots of muscle and leg. Very flattering dress. And then the makeup, sexy smoky eyes.
You gave me the feather look. Those
Yes.
feathers.
Yes. What camouflage eyeshadows. tones. I remember that brand I used was Lila B. She's a local clean beauty from Sausalito.
Lovely.
Yes. All right.
So now we're going to move on to our very fun. Do you want to have a just
Yes,
introduce
this is the photo shoot that we did in LA, and the photographer, her name was Sequoia, and then the name of the studio, remind me again.
the Drip
The
Studio.
Drip Studio, the most beautiful environment in downtown LA. We did a road trip, and it was so amazing. So I did her makeup, hair, styled us both, came up with the creative concept, plus I jumped in front of the camera, and I was also the model. Pretty insane, but here it goes.
Yes, wore many, many hats. So what
Yeah.
we're going to do right now is show you just a quick little video of some of behind the scenes.
And the song.
Oh yeah, this is featuring my song.
So ready for love. I am ready. 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 I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Oh, so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for love.
Cute. You're just such a character.
That's a great look you gave me.
You're working it. Good job.
Ready, so
You're
ready,
working it. You're working it.
Working it.
so ready.
Oh, and then there was Benji and Lydia, manager and marketing consultant. Now
I
behind
am
the
ready. I am 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 ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Oh, so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for love.
There we go. So yeah, this is behind the scenes, and like you were saying, we did it at Drip Studios, which is in downtown Los Angeles. It's this kind of two-roomed warehouse, and they had so many cool textures and furniture, a very versatile space. We hired it for half a day, brought Sequoia in, and Deidra, you did a lot of the like conceptual work before we even went down. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the concept behind this photo shoot?
Yes. The concept behind the photo shoot, I was very inspired by these two beautiful Scarlets. Dorothy Dandridge, she was a singer, actor, dancer from, I believe it was the mid-1940s, and Betty Page was a pinup model from the 40s as well. So they're just so beautiful, and so I wanted our shoot to be inspired by Dorothy Dandridge and Betty Page as if they were having a girls' night out together in LA. And yeah, these are two other beautiful images of Dorothy Dandridge, Betty Page. They were classic beauties of their time.
So then we get
Yeah, so this is from our shoot.
us.
Yes, yes. So these are the images from our shoot. We kept it simple and classic. Red lips, of course, false eyelashes, and beautiful heels. I had red shoes on. Ona had beautiful baby doll pumps, and the set was really beautiful. I love this vintage chair, very inspired from that time, and very elegant, fun, and we're showing a lot of leg. Oh, and this is my favorite one. We just look so happy, like we're just having fun at the funnest VIP Hollywood party.
There we go. That's right. And then we're going to end this off like with a really different vibe, right? Last week, it's been a while since we've collaborated, but we were able to get creative again.
Yes.
And this time, it's a look you've been talking about wanting to do on me for a while. It wasn't something I'm very used to modeling for. So you want to explain a bit about the look?
Yes, I've been wanting to do a natural kind of androgynous look on Ona. Just very understated, no eyeliner, not a whole lot of eye makeup, just defined brow. Everything is just naked almost. And I had her hair wet behind her ears. And so this is definitely a more softer, androgynous look. And what is defined is the brow. And then by wetting her hair, slicking it back, putting it behind her ears, it's given her a very androgynous look. And this is really androgynous. Wow, you look so non-pinup girly.
Yes, that was very, I was trying to do the cute little pinup poses and
know.
the pinup smiles, but you're like,
Exactly.
hey, you don't need to be pretty,
Well,
really, I had to get
I
into
reminded
a different
you.
character.
I simply reminded you, remember, there's no pressure to be pretty and perfect. And this one is very Trinity from Matrix, very powerful. We did a wardrobe change, and I put your hair in a slick back ponytail, gave you some jewelry. Great look, very strong. Your body looks really strong.
Yeah. So now we're going to, those are the different collabs that we've done. We're going to bring some Instagram photos back to us, and we're going to bring us back on live, and we're going to kind of close off this series here.
Yes.
No, that's it for the different collabs that we've done. But I wanted to know if there's like anything you'd like to add, maybe some advice you'd like to give people, or something specific that stood out for you.
Well, I think what really stood out for me, and what I always like to teach you, is you don't have to have a lot of makeup on to look beautiful. And even if you're achieving a natural look, I mean, it requires some steps. So find your pretty, find out what looks good on you, and celebrate it.
Yeah, and I think what you also taught me, is that there are all these clean beauty products, and wearing makeup doesn't necessarily have to go against, my skin, and the fact it's so sensitive, that with the right products, I can use makeup and it's not harming my skin in any way.
Exactly.
In fact, some of the products may actually be benefiting my skin. Is that
Exactly.
correct?
And what you put underneath your makeup is the most important. You want to prime the skin with some good skincare, use a good serum, a good eye cream, so the makeup has something to hold on to. And bronzer is, I think, every woman's best friend. Everyone just seems to look more beautiful with a little hint of bronzer. It's good for contouring and defining the features, making your features look more chiseled, and it adds warmth to the skin. And if I was on an island, I'd have my bronzer.
You want to make sure you have your bronzer.
A stranded island,
Okay, cool. So now with this song, just a little bit, we also want to encourage you all on the ball.
Yes, instead of a chair, a bouncy ball is really good, and you can stretch and all this great stuff. It's really good for the body. It's like getting a little workout. So yes, I'm glad to bounce with Ona.
Yeah, I got her hooked on the ball because she does a lot of work in front of the computer, and I wanted to make sure that even maybe when she's not bouncing, when she's working, that she takes a little moment, to bounce every hour.
Yes, it's so great.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. And thank you so much for Deidra for joining me. You're my first guest that's joined me for my Friday Night Live.
Yes.
And I want to thank you so much for all the collabs that you've done with me. And I'm looking forward to future collaborations that we have.
Aww.
And I want to encourage all of you here to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that is the best way to catch all the latest lives, the behind the scenes, the latest bounces. You know what it's like. Anyways.
And they can follow me on Instagram.
Oh, yes.
Deidra
please.
XYZ.
Deidra XYZ on Instagram. Please check it out. Clean Beauty Specialist. And I want to thank you all, and I'll be seeing you next week and looking into another song. So thanks once again, Dee.
You're
for
welcome.
joining us.
Doesn't she look beautiful? Yay.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening. Love and light.